Good day. These notes look at a hydrogen fuel cell. A fuel cell is a voltaic cell or electrochemical cell. It's a cell that produces electricity. But the difference between it and a battery is, in a battery, you start with a set amount of chemicals and they react and react and react. And once they're all used up, it's over. It'll stop producing electricity. But with a fuel cell, you can keep supplying the chemicals as it runs. As long as you keep supplying the chemicals, it will continue to produce electricity. There's a lot of details on here, and yes, you're more than welcome to read them. In fact, you should. But this is just going to give you a bit of an overview. So what we see is we have hydrogen supplied, and it says it's supplied the anode. We have oxygen, typically from the atmosphere, supplied at the cathode. And what happens is electrons are going to be stripped off the hydrogen, and the electrons will flow through an external wire. And once we have a flow of electrons through a wire, that's our output of electricity that we can use to power things like cars. And even the first mission to the moon had fuel cells on board to provide electricity. But you do see, in our case, here on Earth, we have oxygen available. If you are on a spaceship going to the moon or Mars, then you would have to have a supply of oxygen available. So, let's take a look at the reaction. One of the things is that's often called a proton exchange membrane. This is the special ingredient in a fuel cell. And what it means is it's very good at stripping off it's stripping off an electron from the hydrogen, creating this proton. So here are reactions. Here's the hydrogen forming the protons and the electrons, and then you have oxygen combining with those hydrogen ions, and you make water, and so it becomes a very nice overall reaction. Hydrogen plus oxygen making water. And this is one of the appeals of a fuel cell, a hydrogen fuel cell, because your end product is indeed water. You're not making something like carbon dioxide or other pollutants. You're just simply making water vapor, something that is fairly benign. So that's our overview. In the next video, we're going to a website that has a lovely animation showing how this operates.